And what's the result for her? Fan Bingbing disappeared. Chinese megastar Lee emerges. Lee emerges means resurfaced, right? Owing 180 million for tax evasion. It's so huge money. And one of the biggest celebrities in China. Celebrities means a star, big star. So one of the biggest celebrities in China, film star Fan Bingbing, has released a letter of apologies for massive tax evasion. Her first social media post in most half a year, often. But just hour after China's tax department announced she would need to pay a total of 800 something million yuan. Means is 1.8 billion dollars. It's very big money. In unpaid taxes and fines, the 37 years old broke her silence on the social media platform Weibo. Most Chinese knows that Weibo. So she has to pay the 1.8 billion dollars. So you know the Forbes, the economic magazine Forbes. The magazine Forbes is announced every year for richest in the world, for 400 richest every year. So the 40s richest guys property is almost 23 to 20 billion dollars. So you guess it. The Fan Bingbing has charged $1.8 billion means she has to pay the almost 1,000 ranking or some 500 rankings fines. So that means it's $108 billion is very huge money. Okay, other things now, mega million, you know the mega million? Mega million, lottery, $4.7 billion. Okay, so now it's mega million is $4.7 billion. And if you get it, the winner, how many get it? The money to you? Excuse me. If you get it, the winner to mega million, and about 30 to 35% tax, because it's different for states. Okay, so in California, about 30 to 35% charge for tax, and then calculate this money paid to winners by 30 years. Divide, okay? Not equally. First year is a lot, and then a little bit small, and then paid 30 years. But if you want one sum, and divide in half after tax, about $1.6 billion. Okay, you gotta to make three only $2. Okay, so that's why the Fan Bingbing is charged for $1.8 billion. Meaning is the mega million. If you want to one time, $1.6 billion, almost equal there. So that's why she got big fines. Anyway, the year. So posting a letter to her 62 million followers, the X-Men and Iron Man star said, in the recent period of time, I've never experienced such pain and torment. She has a very big torment, very big pain, or suffering. I proudly reflect and engaged in self-examination. That means she has very big reflection. I neglect something to public and some community party. And I feel deep shame and guilty, but exactly not guilty, just a violation, not guilty, about my behavior. And for this, I would like to say to everyone, I am sincerely sorry, very, very sorry. You know that the sorry and sincerely sorry and I apologize, okay? This is some, if your children say, oh mom, I'm very sorry, that is the bottom line. And very sorry is a little bit difficult. Very sorry. And also up there. Always I apologize. Okay? I apologize. So I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Oh, I apologize. So sincerely sorry means very, very sorry. To whom? I don't know. Anyway, Fan went on to admit she used split contract. Split contract is separate. So next sentence we say again. The on appealing and other projects, saying she had neglected the best interest of the country and society. She's very sorry today. Split contract, also known as yin and yang. Yin and yang. You know that? Yin and yang. Yin and yang. So this is for Chinese learning. Correct? This is a yin and yang contract or split contract. We say that under the table contract agreement, under the table. So if you apply to buy your own home, the realtor asks you, do you have some under the money? So under the table money means is the house price is 0.5 million, but I asked to the owners, and then can you discount or decrease or some about $450,000 per price, and then can you give me under the table more $10,000, something like that. It's illegal, but the realtor is asking something. Nowadays is a buyer's market, but it will change that. So seller's market we cannot do it, but buyer's market we can try to under the money. Yes, under the money means under the table money. So this is pure contract or split contract, something like that. Okay. So yin and yang secret involves studios submitting one document to the tax department, but secretly paying a star substantially more money on a separate contract. Okay, she got actual money lot. Fan also said she completely accepts the ruling is decision of tax authorities and vowed to repay the huge fine and unpaid taxes, because she got a violation and arrest, but she negotiated with the authorities and just fine and pay tax. That's the point. Also, one more thing is apologize to community party. She needed. Her apologize letter also paid private. Private means is you are very good, phrasing something to China ruling Communist Party by saying she partly owes her success in the country's fast rising film industry to those overseeing it. So if now I'm become a very celebrity film star, this depends on the government, film industry, something like that. If it weren't for the good policies of the party and the state, and without the care and love of the people, there wouldn't be pandemic. If I don't have support from the Communist Party. I'm not nothing. I have nothing. Okay. Okay. Her vanishing. Vanishing means is disappeared. A vanishing act in June sparked wild speculation in China about her fate. Speculation means is guess. Guess. And a spark with speculation means there are a lot of guess, including reports she had been detained. Detained means in jail, but it's not back then. In September, that means is after 3 months, June, July, September, after 2 months, 3 months later, a media report from China Star London Securities Daily said Fan was placed under control. but the online story vanished not long after it first appeared. The South China Morning Post, very famous magazine, newspaper, reported on Wednesday that Fan was released 2 weeks ago from residential surveillance. Surveillance means monitoring. She leaves some restricted area and watch, no jail. And then 2 weeks ago, she released that at a holiday resort. Holiday resort means is some kind of hotel in Jiangsu. Jiangsu, you know that Jiangsu. Used to investigate officials, and transfer to authorities in Beijing for future investigation. She moved to Beijing and then more investigate, citing unnamed sources, anonymous source. Mostly report or newspaper says citing unnamed sources means anonymous. Anonymous source means we don't know the source, but we have to report. At this time, we say citing unnamed sources, anonymous sources. Okay. Reuters was unable to contact Fan or her agent. Fan inquiring about those reports. A China TV anchor was widely reported in May to have posted tax dodging. Tax dodging means it's a tax evasion. Same meaning. Pay agreements online that appear to implicate Fan. Implicate Fan means it's related Fan. The Yin-Yang contract scandal, they named that the Yin-Yang contract scandal, has prompted Chinese regulators to cap the amount film studios can pay top stars. The cap means is make maximum. This is cap. Okay, it's very it's a confusing meaning in the report. So to cap means is to make maximum amount of film of studios. But Jiangsu Provisional Tax Bureau delivered this judgment to Pan on Sunday. State news agency Xinhua said, Xinhua Communication. Okay, you know that Xinhua is very famous communication in China. So now it's released everything for Han Bingbing. She has a very famous, and also she has some plan to act in America, TV program, drama, but everything is cancelled. She lost a lot of money there. Anyway, let's come back to Washington DC News. Okay, next page. Headlines, October 8th. The Kavanaugh battle is over. It's for a long time. Very boring and very hating story. But it's after effects, aftermath. After effects. Aftermath. After effects. could influence next month's election, meaning is November 6th. So yesterday, Kavanaugh is oath in the Supreme Court. So she become a judicial. But the problem is that because the judicial consists 5 conservative, 4 Democrats, well, progressive something. So nowadays it's very serious things to do in Supreme Court. The new justice, no peace. That's title. Brett Kavanaugh could take his seat, it means his oath, and then take the job in the Supreme Court. On the Supreme Court as early as Tuesday, after the Senate confirmed him in a historically close vote, means is the Republican 50, Democratic 38. It's very close voting. So this crossing is a historical record. He was sworn in. Sworn in means is take an oath in the office. I believe what I'm saying. He's sworn in, swearing over the Ukraine, last Ukraine. But that doesn't mean the peers political battle. The peers political meaning is very strong political battle. Touched off. It's caused backfire or something. By his nomination will end anytime soon. Especially with the midterm election 4 weeks away. It's 11 November 6th. Democrats are hoping the Kavanaugh battle will help them at the polls without becoming polarizing. Polarizing means have a special meaning. It's polarizing. Referendum means this election, voting on whether he should be impeached, as some of the left has called. Nowadays, Democrats cannot say impeachment. Impeach. Is in the United States political history, no impeach. Only one time, 2 times. One time is Richard Nixon, but she gave up to impeachment voting. Before impeachment, impeach to Senate. Also, Clinton is denied that voting in Senate. So, in the United States political history, there are 2 things. 2 times impeachment, but nothing to pass the impeachment. So nowadays, very seriously keep quiet for impeachment for President Trump. So only the Democratic focused middle of the vote campaign in November. So nobody says impeach. And then most people elected Democrats. Is impact for next impeachment applying, something like that, let's say. President Trump and the Republicans say the fight and impeachment talk has only energized grand old party, okay, Republican voters. So energize means vote. Nowadays, today on also news, Trump said in the Twitter, this governor story is absolutely fake. Who made it? The Democratic made it the fake story. He's yelling. And then I'm very sorry to governor's family. He has a wife and daughters and a mother and a father. So I designate him and nominated, and a lot of things to do depends on Democrats. Democrats made the fake things, no something, and the all Republican has to vote on November. That's why she expressed that. But now most women is voting for democracy better than more. So the Trump and the Republican thinks is his poll affected to voting rate or not? Serious stuff. In the meantime, Governor staunch means basically conservatism. So peacefully, conservatism is expected to start having an effect on a number of small cases soon. One thing is the number of small cases means is abortion. First thing, abortion. So if some guys have sexual assaulted and then get a baby or pregnant, and then how can you do that? So democracy is supportive to abortion, but the Republican has to get a baby. So now it's very hot issues in the Supreme Court. So nowadays, before governors is 4 and 4, but now the Trump is designated governors, and then maybe next time the abortion is agreed at, not agreed at in United States. So it's big problem for very bad things. But it depends on your idea. So every pregnant is get a baby or not. We have some special case or not. It's your idea. Which one is better? Or which one is educate for situation? Have some separate idea for you. So first, for example, is the keep 5-4. The justice of the Supreme Court members. So maybe it's past the abortion. It's big story. Okay. Next top story is the grain of the Golden State. Golden State is California. The grain means it's getting old. Gray, graying hair or something like that. It's make old, getting old. The California is facing a reality that a lot of people find hard to accept when they look in the mirror. It's getting old. In the next 8 years, the number of Californians 65 and older is expected to climb by 2.1 million. Crime means it's increased. Crime. Go to the mountain, it's crime, it's increased. Okay? So I know some reports says in the China have only one children, correct? So father and mother have only one children, correct? And this one children supported parents too, correct? And the father has two grandmother, and the mother side also grandmother and grandfather. So the children have to eat, have to walk, and then supported 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the meaning? It's the same problem in the United States because it's getting old, and more population of old people. Old people means is 65 and more. So he worked to that and supported social welfare or some other benefits for medical things as to that. So one guy is charged for 6 people, correct? This is a big problem for futures. The China have a big future problem. Support that. This is a big issues next time, next generation. So also in California is same. So yet in the public discussion, the state's aging population is an issue that's rarely discussed. We don't discuss or make plan. The latest installment is reported of our next California series looks at the graying of the golden states and how the next governor will need to address it. Next governors, how can control the 65 and older population. That's the another issues for next governors. So we have to talk about and we have to discuss the next plan. So in the pictures says 2006 the estimate of California population is less than 18, 9.3 million. 18 to 24 guys is 4.2 million, and 25 to 64 is working possibility people, 24 million. But over 65 is only 5.5 million population. But we guess 2016 project is over 16 and more, 13.5 million people. So we have to prepare for generation. Okay, so it's a big issues things. Also, in our country, also saying, in the United States or all Europe is the same thing, because it's the problems that how can we support for old men, because the old guys already paid tax, but later the budget is burn out because there's more population old guys. So how can they support to them? It's another big issue. Okay, so every country has same problem. Okay. Next, we come back to teaching materials. Can you open the page 11? Page 11 is the last business idiom. Briefly, I read it. Okay. So through cold water on, or poor cold water on, or poor cold water over means it's a stop. Or poor the cold water, something like that. Okay. So discourage or forbid, stop something, stop something. The manager threw cold water on our plan to close the factory for 1 week in August. Okay. Threw money at, it's one word. Threw money at means it's change. I gotta change. Threw money. To try to solve a problem by spending money on it, or to try to solve with money. Just with money. It's threw money at. The president of our company is willing to throw much money at the factory problem. That's a tight spot. Tight spot means it's trouble position. And very tight spot. Spot means it's a very trouble thing. Computer company has been a tight spot since the shortage of computer chips appeared. That's ton of floppy. Ton of floppy means ton out of floppy. Produce floppy. Make a profit. It's a ton of profit. The supermarket has been turning a profit since it opened. Break-even point, over the break-even point. Turnover. There are several meanings. First meaning is toward turnover means is sell or be sold to the business at a certain amount of money or profit. We turn over most of our stock every month. Another example sentence: the company turns over much money every week. Another meaning turnover, one word, is rate at which a product is sold and replenished. This is sales value. Okay, the turnover of cold drinks is very high in the store. turnover. It's the sales value. And another meaning is the employment rate. Unemployment rate. The turnover, the rate at which employees join and leave a company. So the rate of unemployment is the turnover. The turnover of workers in in the new restaurants is very high. It's quickly start to work. Word of mouth. Word of mouth meaning is to deliver to by mouth. Advertise or word of mouth marketing. Same meaning. Orally, or verbally, something like that. We say word of mouth or advertising or marketing. Orally from one person to another. A form of advertising where the satisfied customer tells friends about a particular product. For example, a new shampoo is doing very well because of word of mouth advertising. And next, page 12, workout. Workout is also several meanings there. Workout, first meaning is practice. And business value degeneration is the workout. How can we survive the business? We say workout. And practice play, we say workout. To have a specific result, I don't believe that the new plan is going to work out. I don't believe it work out. And another meaning is become. To solve a problem, to provide the details of something, we say work out. I spent a week trying to work out the budget estimates for next year, we say work out. Work overtime means is work late. Work late. To work more than one's regular hours. In this case, we have to pay 1.5 times, okay? It's a work out. Work overtime. I worked overtime every Friday last month. So I say this now in government minimum wage, how much that? Who knows it? This federal minimum wage is $7.7 something. But California is how much that? California is $8 something. How about that? LA County. Okay. There's several here up there. And the government around 7 something. And the state is around $8 something. And county is for $9 something. And LA City, LA County, LA City is $10.50 something, 55 something. Now it's different. Which is the highest minimum wage in the United States? Which city? Who knows it? No? San Francisco. $15 something. San Francisco city is very high standard in the United States. But they are very expensive. Let's speak. Okay, so anyway. So it's different. So okay, I have a question. So you have a restaurant, and then you have to pay the workers part time. Which one? By law, you have to do relation this way. Okay? Now, okay, I see. Okay, I got it. So, do not follow the minimum wage. Okay? If you have your business in any cities, which is the highest one, you have to follow that highest one. Okay? This is legal. Okay? If I'm a government, so I have to follow the $7 is illegal. Okay? So anyway, if you have your own business, you have to do time-based workers pay is which is to biggest. Okay. Also, somebody works to out of time. Out of time means it's 40 hours per week. Over the 40 hours, you have to do pay 1.5 times. Okay? Over 40 hours. Plus weekend, you have to pay 1.5. Okay? Also, this is the regulation. It's overtime. Okay. And last, write off debt or write off a loan means is redemption. Okay. To remove debt or loan from a business record to cancel a debt is write off. Okay. It was impossible for the bank to cancel to collect the money, so they were forced to write off the loan. Means it's cancellation to bank. Okay. It's erase your debt. It's a write off. Okay.